I just wonder, like, if you're not that kind of person, what you could do to become that kind of person. Like,
I
it,
don't know if it's actually possible
mm,
to learn empathy.
mm.
Is it?
uh,
And if so, I think, or don't you think it's really hard because you have to, because like what comes for other people, like really naturally, like
mm,
really like listen to what people say, like
mm,
how they react,
mm.
how often they speak about something, stuff like that.
Okay.
I think it's really hard to learn that because then you always have to be super aware of everything,
Mm.
and that's just overwhelming.
So do you think that it has something to do with, because I don't know, I think if you do it naturally, it doesn't feel overwhelming because it's just part of who you are. Or
Well,
do you feel like as an
sometimes.
that you're overwhelmed?
Yeah, sometimes.
Mm,
Like I need like I have my phases where I really want to be with people and I want to do all that stuff, but then I really feel like okay, I so now I need some time by myself because
mm,
it's a lot
mm,
because it always takes all your energy,
mm,
you know?
mm,
Which is fine for me in that moment, and I love that because in that way I really connect with that person, and I love the
mm,
feeling to connect with the person.
mm,
But on the other hand, it's always really intense, and if you
mm,
do that, I don't know, on a party or with a lot of other friends, it's like it can be really overwhelming. So I also need my days where I'm like, yeah,
mm,
I'm just by myself today. I
mm.
just focus on myself
Right,
today. I'm just having my own thoughts. I'm questioning my own thoughts
right,
because
right,
I
right,
have to
right.
do that too.
Right.
Um,
So are you saying that because I think this may even be a different thing, because actually no, actually you're raising a good point, because I wonder if the people that don't want to have those kinds of interactions with people are possible, could they possibly be even more sensitive than you, and this is why they avoid it altogether.
oh, I think it depends on the depth of the person,
Hmm.
really.
Well,
I
you
think it's I
okay.
think it's easy to like if you're in touch with a person who's really like that that deep
Hmm.
and that intense and where it's like okay, I have to hold myself back because if I start that, it all just becomes really intense.
Hmm.
I think if you're in touch with that kind of person, you realize that this person is that deep. So they need their time. But if you're just with an ignorant person, I think you can see an ignorant
Well,
person.
but the thing is yes, 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 I see what you mean, but like I'm also wondering if they just shut that part of themselves down completely to
See,
avoid it, and so you
all
wouldn't know
together,
that
yeah.
that's what it is, or maybe they
Yeah.
don't even know.
So maybe, yeah, so maybe they had, like, for example, those experiences about, like, oh, Asta, why do you care so much that I don't care anymore
Hmm.
now, you
Hmm.
know? Yeah,
Yeah,
that point. Yeah,
because
maybe. Hmm.
because I always say, like, for me, I in the context of what you're saying, I don't know that I'm necessarily an empathetic person, because I don't internalize other people's um emotions on a certain level. Like, I mean, if someone is sad, or if I can sense that someone is unhappy or in a bad mood, I would be compelled to want to help change that mood,
Hmm.
but it wouldn't make me feel sad because they're sad. You know what I mean? Like, I don't and so I
Well, there are
wonder.
also depths to that because, like, you can't feel everyone's pain. Like, you literally can't.
Mm,
Like, sometimes you end up in a situation where it's like, okay, I've had a similar situation,
right.
so I know how that feels. Sometimes you get into a situation where it's like, I really never had that. That was not even on my radar.
Right.
But that doesn't mean that I can't feel for you. Like, even though I don't understand, like, I don't, no, even though I don't feel your pain, if you explain it to me where it's coming from, I understand it. And I appreciate that. And
Yeah.
the thing is, like, even if you deal with people who just shut down, still worth the question, like, what do you mean by that? Like,
Yeah.
why? Or you can even ask them, like, why, like, when I don't know, talking about important topics about myself, why do you never ask any questions? Like, you can ask that, you know, and if people continue doing that, like never ask any questions or don't, you know, feel for you or anything, then you don't have to surround yourself with them.
Yeah, definitely, definitely not.
But
I don't.
I don't feel with everyone, you know. Okay, if you have, like, I don't know, if you lost your $1 million job and I don't know, you're sad. Unfortunately, I don't know how that feels. But if you explain to me how your emotions are about that, what you connected with your job, why it was so important for you, I understand you.